very poor effort. Did a poor job coaching and preparing our guys. Got dominated. If they started off the game defensively, felt pretty good, and then they had two big play runs on us that hurt us defensively, and then we fumbled a punt on our 7-yard line with an interception for a touchdown that spots them 14, and just couldn't do nothing. Their defense just dominated us offensively, and had penalties, turned the ball over, negative plays, sacks, didn't protect our quarterback. Proud of our guys in the fight that they showed, but we didn't play very well and didn't play good enough to win. They were better than they played better than us. And they were better than us today. They outplayed us and definitely outcoached us.
All right, folks, opening up for questions.
Coach, you always talk about little things add up to big things. It just seemed like a lot of times you were in position to make plays, but just couldn't finish it. Was it just a matter of San Diego State speed, or?
Well, we did the penalty thing again. We got penalties. Defensively, I thought that we got behind 28 to nothing at halftime, and really two of those one was an interception for a touchdown, and the other one we fumbled the ball on our own 7-yard line. I mean, so we spotted them those, but on the two big plays, they're going to break, and we missed the tackles. We jumped on the ground and didn't tackle. I liked how our guys responded. I mean, I thought our guys responded well and came back out the second half like they always do. I mean, we're playing good enough defensively to be in football games. We've given up the two big touchdown runs. We can't give those up, and that broke our back. And that makes it, if you don't give those up and you get those down, it's 20 instead of 34. But on the same hand, you got to have some type of, when we move down there, we don't get the field goal. We miss the field goal. We got 2nd and 2. We don't convert. I mean, you can't have a chance to win if you can't do a better job scoring. And offensively, obviously, we didn't play very well at all. And you got to give them credit. That was a very good defense or a very good defensive football team. But, when you have negative plays and you have penalties and you turn the football over, it's not going to be successful. We got to be a lot more disciplined about what we're doing. We're not very disciplined right now in that regard.
Is getting Calvin Turner more carries or just getting the ball in his hands, is that going to be a priority moving forward?
I think he averages, 60 yards a play. That was a directive this week to get him the ball more, and we'll work to get that done.
Why has it been such an issue to establish the run since week 1?
I don't know. We played, I think it has a lot to do with who we played. I think Wyoming's defense was really, really good, big and strong up front. We struggled there being able to establish any type of running game. And then I think we got behind today and gave up on it. You get behind and you start just throwing the ball every down. And so, and then your quarterback starts getting hit and you're just not going to, it's a bad scenario. So, I don't know. I have to look at it on film and look at it. I know that it obviously wasn't what our plan was to be able to execute. We wanted to throw rhythm throws, quick game, a ton of quick game. What was going to be our perimeter running game. I didn't think we ever got in a rhythm doing that. We moved the ball at times, and then we get down there and it was negative plays, penalties, and turnovers that killed us. I mean, right there, the interception for a touchdown. I mean, we're moving the ball down the field, and those things just break your back.
The offensive line was supposed to be the real bright spot this year. Have they underwhelmed so far from what you've seen on film? Even
I'm not gonna. Who's underwhelmed is you're looking at him. I'm not the top coach or top person to do that. Obviously, we have not played to our potential as a football team, and we got to get better. And I'm ultimately responsible for that. So no, I'm not going to comment on something like that.
How do you evaluate? You kind of touched on it. Your defense played good. It was just maybe a couple plays that got away from you. You had 15 tackles for loss. Is there what positivity can you bring from that, even though the outcome?
I'll tell you, these kids fight. I mean, obviously, I spent a lot of time with the defensive guys, and our sideline the whole time was very positive. You know, you can't build up that kind of, I mean, you know, the difference is really, I thought the 14 point, when you're down 14, if it's 14-0 halftime, it's totally different than 28-0. But our guys did not have any quit in them. They got, you know, they're working hard to buy into what we're trying to do. We are just not, you cannot win games if you don't score points. And we had the ball out a couple of times. I mean, like we got a fumble on their punt. We thought their punt return guy was real shaky. There was one out early, I think 2 other ones out early in the game we didn't get. We had an opportunity for an interception on the one side. We get an interception, and then we block below the waist and get it turned. Just things like that we can't have happen. I thought that interception is exactly what we needed at the time. And so I'm proud of how our guys battle, but it can't be like, well, you know, this group's not – you win and lose together as a team. Obviously, we're not performing at where we need to be offensively. And but on the same hand, we're not getting it done defensively either. We gave up 2 big long runs that we've got to get down. Other than that, I mean, I thought they battled and we got after, competing. We were competitive with the team and getting after them. I like that our guys, I mean, a lot of teams get down 28-0 and quit. No quitting these guys. And even our guys were up the last, I mean, there was about 10 minutes left in the game. Our guys were up cheering the offense. Our defensive guys were. And so we just got to get better. We're self-destructing. It's the same things that, you know, we did a better job last week with lesser penalties. We didn't have the same amount of penalties. This week, there it comes back again. And then main thing is just putting the ball in jeopardy and turning the football over. And the inability to consistently, you know, move the sticks. So I'll have to look at it on film and evaluate it. But, you know, we win and lose together as a team. And that was a disappointing performance. And all you can do is I walked in and told the kids that that's on me. We did a poor job of coaching and preparing them. That's that ultimately we're responsible. And so we got to get better. We got to go to work. We ain't got long to do it because we're playing the best team in the league next week in Boise State.
How much was the factor was it being a little bit shorthand, at least in the secondary, where you have to move guys around, like Bethley around and everything?
I mean, I'm proud of the guys, what they did. Corey Bethley moved and had to play most of the game at bandit safety. I thought he did a great job for us. The 2 big runs were alignment errors and, you know, which involved the secondary. You know, so that hurt us a little bit, but I mean, Darius Moussow played a different position. Panay stood up and played Mike linebacker. So we had some guys moved around, but that didn't contribute. I mean, they were a good football team. They were better than us today. And we didn't score enough points to give ourselves a chance to win, but we just got to go to work and get more discipline about what we're doing.
All right, any more questions?
Oh yeah, one more quick one. You talked about their defense. They have a couple local Hawaii-born linebackers. What did you see from their group that gave your offense some fits?
Biggest thing was their defensive linemen. You know, they have some really talented guys. 99 special player up front. You know, mainly was you know, you don't have more than, you know, you have basically 3 seconds to throw the football. And we didn't protect our quarterback. And I thought that was the biggest factor in the game. We're getting sacked when we got quick passing game called. We're throwing quick passes and getting sacked. So, you know, they got to get a lot of credit to their front guys on their defensive line. They're very athletic, very explosive, and were very disruptive today.